Reg, I know you didn't get to see the first night of the Republican convention. There's no way you didn't tune in for night 2. I'm certain you were there. What was your favourite part?
I love the part where someone was feigning empathy and doing their best job at appearing human.
You did watch it. See, I knew you watched it. Well, if you didn't catch it last night, you missed a beauty, because the president, during the convention, he pardoned a bank robber from Las Vegas, and anyone have that on their card last night? He held a naturalization ceremony for 5 new citizens, but in Trump style, he basically made the whole thing feel like a reality competition show. Here he is here welcoming those 5 new Americans into the country, and then here he is later at the tribal council voting one of them out. President Trump is being criticised very much for using the White House as a backdrop for political television, but today he fought back and he was like, oh, I get it. No one criticised President Martin Sheen when he did it on the West Wing. Among the speakers last night was the president's son, Eric Trump, and he took a moment during his speech to talk directly to his father.
In closing, I'd like to speak directly to my father. I miss working alongside you every single day, but I'm damn proud to be on the front lines of this fight. I'm proud of what you're doing for this country.
Doesn't that sound suspiciously like the words of someone who's had his phone number blocked? I'd like to talk directly to my father. Well, tell him then. You don't need to... Do we need to be part of this? I don't know. Eric Trump said he's proud of his dad. I just found it so awkward. Like, it was more awkward than when you tell someone you love them and then all they can muster is, I know, thank you. That's what it felt like. I'm proud of you, Dad. This is when you say it back to me. I love you. I know. Thank you. Eric Trump wasn't the only one of the president's children to take to the stage last night. Tiffany Trump also spoke, where she tried... Come on, you can't just start laughing. You've got to wait for the video. Rob can barely contain himself. I just said Tiffany Trump spoke last night and he went, Come on, guys. Let's stay neutral in this, yeah? 100%. Tiffany Trump spoke where she tried to relate to some of the viewers watching at home.
As a recent graduate, I can relate to so many of you who might be looking for a job.
What are you talking about? Your dad owns a gold toilet. There's nothing like getting a $400 hairstyle before telling broke college kids that you're just like them. I was watching this, I was like, why is she trying to relate to people by talking about finding a job? Having a terrible relationship with your father is way more relatable. Just lean into that. But the big keynote speaker for the night was, of course, First Lady Melania Trump. She spoke from the Rose Garden to an audience of invited guests, and there didn't seem to be many masks in this audience. Look at this. Look at all these people. I mean, is the pandemic over and no one told us? I feel like someone should have told us, shouldn't they? Like, or is it just that they're all really rich and inherently just think, we'll be fine? Nate, I mean, how do you feel seeing that? You're a double masker. I've never seen you with one single mask. You double mask.
Yes, I do not like the photo, but just to be clear, I double mask because it helps keep my glasses from fogging up.
Ah, that's the reason.
Yeah, I'm not...
Give him a symbol, Guillermo. Well, that is... I'm going to say this, Nate. That might be the most informative thing we've done on the show in the last 3 weeks. For anyone at home, we've all experienced it. I get it with the shades. With the shades. I can't, you know... So a double mask...
It helps. It doesn't prevent it completely, but it definitely helps.
Well, what about a treble mask? Have you tried a treble mask?
I've not tried it yet.
Do you want to try a treble mask and report back to us after the break?
I would love to.
Okay. I wouldn't use that because I just realised I had that on my face when I came down. That, there's another tip for you. Don't share masks. We'll get you a mask. I didn't know that. Who else is wearing glasses in here today? Guillermo, how do you find the single masking?
It's foggy.
It's foggy. Well, you know what you need to do.
Triple mask it.
No, double mask it. We don't know the extent of a triple mask, but we can double mask, and that'll help.
It's good to know.
It's, without question, the best thing that will be on this show tonight. In fact, the only thing that was masked last night was Melania's true feelings when she said, he is a wonderful husband and father. He's a good man. Get this, the attendees, all those people there, they didn't even have to get tested before the event. There was no testing, no masks. Not a great sign when it's easier to get into the White House than it is a Trader Joe's. During her speech, Melania said that citizens deserve total honesty from their president. Have a look.
We all know Donald Trump makes no secrets about how he feels about things. Total honesty is what we as citizens deserve from our president. Whether you like it or not, you always know what he's thinking. And that is because he's an authentic person who loves this country and its people and wants to continue to make it better.
I think she pretty much nailed the entire feeling of this country over the past 4 years. It was like, it's Trump, whether you like it or not. During her speech, Melania expressed gratitude for the position she's in as First Lady.
There are no words to describe how honored, humbled, and fortunate I am to serve our nation as your First Lady.
There are no words to describe how she feels as the wife of the president. And she's right, there are no words. There are gestures.
Oh my lord. Oh, so sad.
And did you guys see this? Here's some news. KFC is temporarily dropping its slogan, Finger Lickin Good. Yeah, they've dropped it because it's true. They've dropped it because it's not COVID safe. When I saw this, I was like, isn't the bigger question, how did Finger Lickin Good stay around for this long? Like, 64 years, Finger Lickin Good has been around as a thing. I'll be honest, I find the word finger uncomfortable. I do. I do. I think it's not... I think that's advice that we can give for brands. The word finger almost never makes me want to buy your product. If the phrase Finger Lickin Good didn't exist and we went for dinner and you were like, oh, how's the risotto? And I was like, it is Finger Lickin Good. You'd be like... Yeah, what did you just say? I'm just saying. This, Finger Lickin Good. How do you imagine that brand marketing meeting? So what is it? It's fried chicken. Not going to tell you the recipe. That's going to be a big secret. Cool. And what are we going to have? We're going to go for a colonel. What? A colonel. He's going to have like a moustache, like a goatee. And he'll be like, OK, right, and it'll be Kentucky Fried Chicken, yeah, but sometimes we'll just call it KFC. But here's the big thing. This is what we're going to run with for 64 years. We're going to run with Finger Lickin Good. Any others? No, we're really nailed on that, really. That's, we think, the experience every time you eat it. You just think, oh, these fingers, they are licking good. They're getting rid of their iconic Finger Lickin Good slogan. Just to be extra careful, they're changing it to, it's wash your hands for 20 seconds under medium heat with antibacterial soap. Good. That was the right amount of laughter for that. I'm not going to dig you out on that, Dave. That was completely... That was That was exactly what that joke deserved. I'll be honest, we couldn't find a way out of the monologue. So we went, we do that on the show. You'll see that. We'll go, we don't know how to end it. Let's just do a photo. Should have ended on the finger.